it's Dr. Natasha, nurse practitioner with Abraza Skincare. You've completed your aesthetic training. You're certified, you're skilled, you're ready to start seeing patients. And the first thing you do is go find a space, sign a lease, and start buying equipment. And that right there is the mistake that puts most new med spa owners underwater before they ever inject their first patient. Today, I'm telling you what to do instead. Welcome back to Tip Tuesday. I'm Dr. Natasha, nurse practitioner, aesthetic professional, and entrepreneur. Every Tuesday, I give you one actionable, no-flip tip to help you build smarter. I've been 9 years in this industry, owning med spa and having a clinical grade skincare product line. So I think I got some skin in the game. If you're in aesthetic training right now, or you just finished and you're thinking about launching your own practice or med spa, this is a series for you. So I advise you to like, share, and subscribe. The number one mistake new med spa owners make is building the business before validating the business. Here's what that looks like in real life. You spend $15,000 on a laser. You think clients want. You sign a 3-year lease on a suite. You buy a full retail display and then you open. And you realize you don't have a patient base. You don't have a referral network. And you don't know your local market well enough to know if there's even a demand for what you're offering at the price point to make it profitable. So before you spend a single dollar on a build out, equipment, or inventory, I want you to do these 4 things first. Number 1, validate your market. Who is your ideal patient? Where do they live? What are they currently spending money on aesthetically? And where are they spending it? Go look at every med spa and aesthetics practice within a 10-mile radius. Look at their Google reviews. What are people saying? What are patients complaining about that maybe you could do better? What's missing? You are looking for a gap, not a crowded space to squeeze into. Step 2, build your offer before you build your space. Your treatment menu drives every other business decision. If your core offer is injectables, neurotoxins, and fillers, your startup cost profile looks very different than if you're anchoring around laser resurfacing or body contouring, right? So you want to define your top 3 to 5 services first. Then and only then do you figure out what equipment, what space, and what staffing you actually need. Step 3, know your numbers before you commit to your overhead. What does it cost to deliver each service? What do you need to charge to be profitable? Not just to cover the cost, but you need to pay yourself, you need to fund marketing, and you need to build reserves. Most new providers underprice because they're scared of losing clients. But underpricing in a premium service industry signals low quality, and you will attract low price shops who will never become loyal clients. So know your break even, know your target revenue, then price accordingly. Okay, last step. Start lean and prove the model. You don't need a full build out to start. You gotta understand, clients just want excellent treatments and service. They're not coming for the aesthetic of the place. I mean, it's cute, but I'm making sure my aesthetic, I'm getting my money's worth, right? So many of the most successful aesthetic practices started in a rented suite. I started in a rented suite. Or a 1099 arrangement inside an existing practice. My second location started within a dental office. Prove your patient acquisition, prove your retention, prove your revenue model. Then invest in your own space. Build confidence in the business before you build the overhead. I say this from personal experience, building my own practice and brand from the ground up, and from watching talented, well-trained providers struggle, not because they weren't skilled, but because they build the wrong foundation. Your clinical skills will get the patient's results. That's what they're coming for. Your business foundation is what keeps you open long enough to deliver them. So if you're in the process of planning your med spa or launching soon, hey, drop startup in the comments and tell me where you are in the process. I want to know, are you pre-training, mid-training, just finished? What's your biggest question right now? Maybe I can answer it. I'll look at the comments over the next week and see if I can help out. If this was helpful, please share it with someone in your aesthetic training cohort who needs to hear this before they sign a lease. And don't forget, subscribe for new tips, whether it's on skincare, whether it's on training, or whether it's on treatments. Every Tuesday, Tip Tuesday. See you next week.